But if you know deep down something in you says, like, am I really doing it for me or for this person? That should already tell you, nah, you're not doing it for you.
Why are you going to be with someone
that you can't even be yourself
and
with?
you're constantly changing them to be someone different?
Yeah,
Makes no sense to me. At the end of the day, you still have to be honest and be like, if it's something that you don't want to do, then why should you have to do it?
Welcome to the Emotionally Logical Podcast, where I feel everything.
And I question everything.
And together we're here to show you that you can coexist even if you have differences.
And on today's episode, we'll talk about how to support your partner without losing yourself or your identity. But before we get into that, we'll go into, like we do with every episode, date night ideas for you and your partner. And we always we'd like to try to give examples of date nights that we did this week, because as you know, we date about 1 or twice a week. But this week was something simple as literally we found a bar as we're driving through the city. We're like, oh, what's this place right here? It looks different, sounds different. Check it out on Google. Look at the pictures. Let's go try it out one of these days. Well, for this week's date night, we talked about, we're already around this town, decided town, let's go check out this place. And it's pretty much what it said from the outside was Rally Point,
coffee and cocktails.
And that's different, right? Coffee and cocktails all in one place. I'm like, sounds a little different. And all the photos in the place were like coffee martinis was like shown a lot. So we go there for date night this week. Again, something simple. We're literally in gym clothes. I'm in gym shorts, which I never go out in ever.
But he's missing the most important part, because first we went to Chick-fil-A, had a little car date. We enjoy car dates.
Love car dates.
So we got our Chick-fil-A. We park at the Walmart parking lot, because next to the Chick-fil-A there's a Walmart there. And we set up his phone, and then we start watching Game of Thrones. And then we start eating our Chick-fil-A in intensity, watching the show. And then we went to Rally Point.
And we're only watching Game of Thrones because she never watched it when it was coming out back then.
So now he has me hooked. And we're about to finish, what season 6 we're in?
7.
And, oh my goodness, and there's 8. Yeah, 2 more and I'm done. On season 6, stuff started getting better. At the beginning, I was so negative about it. I was bored to even want to watch. But I did it, and here I am, finishing it all.
Yeah, great date night, right? Simple, easy. We do that all the time, too. I love those date nights. Mm-hmm. And then as we were driving back home, like, oh, look, that's that bar. We were saying we want to go to it. Let's go check it out. And this is like 9 o'clock. Get there, walk in, very nice owner, his kid, his son and father kind of type of duo thing, you know. The father's at the bar chilling, drinking, explaining all different drinks, and the son's behind the bar doing the drinks, and outstanding cocktails.
Very good.
Like 4 or 5 old fashions, and I love old fashions, and everything's created very different. Like I never seen a bacon fat washed old fashioned just at a normal bar, and this one had that there. And then not only that, the type of old fashions they had was just different, and they tasted 10 out of 10, amazing. And then from there, I tried out the coffee martini that they specialize in. Outstanding. I don't even know I never had martini, but I had that that coffee martini. Outstanding, 10 out of 10. And we just talked, had a good night, and it went like 9 o'clock went to midnight real quick, and I didn't even realize it was midnight yet.
Went by fast.
Yeah, and we're just talking about the podcast, talking about
what we're going to share with you.
Different things with our life and whatnot. And simple, easy day night idea.
That's good.
And not sure what you guys know about having coffee and alcohol, but that felt amazing. I was like wired, but buzzing.
Yeah, we got home and we're like...
It's like you're buzzing from the alcohol.
And then you added the caffeine.
And then you're like wired from the caffeine. It feels amazing. So I was like, oh, I like this duo.
Do you think it might be the same when they do the Red Bull vodka?
No, I've had Red Bull vodka. It doesn't feel the same.
Me too, but I mean, it is caffeine. Well, anyways, great date. Great time. So go date. Go date your partner. Go do something different. Look for shops that you're kind of interested in going. Pretty nice experience.
Local shop.
But back to what we're going to talk to you all about is how to support your partner without losing yourself. And the one thing that I would do way back when, like if I'm old, in I want to say my 20s, I would literally change for my partner. Like I would not be myself. And what I mean is like, let's say he would get mad and I want to cater. Let me cater to you. Let me do this for you so you don't get mad at me. And then at that point, like you don't see it right with time, but I was losing myself. I was just doing things for that person and not for me. Have you had that?
No.
Damn. Is he lack some love over here?
I never had an issue with. I would never change for anyone. I was always just. But again, I'm very dry. I'm very just whatever.
No, he's not dry, guys. Like he's dry with people he doesn't know. Because I cannot be able to say you're dry, but because I'm your partner, and then I know you different.
But approaching someone new, like a new girl, right, dating.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change. I don't know you. I don't know if I like you yet. I'm not gonna change. So you have to like me to like me.
Now, like me for me, I'm not gonna cater to what you're.
And then now we start dating. Now I'm definitely not gonna change because you already like me for me. Like I've always been big in Star Wars. I love Star Wars. You know how a huge fan of Star Wars I am since I was a kid. I don't change that for no. I don't hide it from any girl. Yeah. It's like.
But given with that, since you say you've never like changed with anyone, then what are your boundaries for that? Like, what do you have any boundaries in? Since you say that is who you are, but essentially, are they boundaries?
Well, I've never been put in a position to have to create a boundary with a woman. No woman has ever been like, well, I'm going to change you. I'm going to, like my ex-wife and you buy me clothes, but you both have been people to buy me clothes that I would wear. You're not one to be like, wear this. Oh, okay. Because I would literally say no. Mm-hmm. So it was always asked first. I guess the respect has always been good with you two. Again, I only say you both because girlfriends. I never had a girlfriend buy me clothes.
What did they do then? What did they give you?
I guess like smaller gifts, or not small gifts, but like regular gifts, like shit you could throw away. I don't know.
A little Yoda.
You know what I mean, though? Like
yeah. No, I had to learn how to put boundaries, but it took a while. I think boundaries are important because you do have to set a limit on a partner that you know they're taking advantage of how nice you are, and they just go with it. Like they push it. It's kind of like if they have a little like goal, say like, yeah, I'm gonna be mean to her or him, and I'm just gonna keep pushing this deal because I know at the end of the day, like they're gonna be there.
Can you give an example of how you changed?
Like simple stuff would be if I wanted to go, like us, right? We respect each other's choices as far as like what we want to do as far as dates. To keep it simple, right? Starting off like that. You're the one who suggests ideas. I could be the one to say yes or no and you'll be fine with it. You won't give me a fuss. And same with me with you. But way back when, it was a thing too. Like if they would tell me, hey, like we're going to go do this. And I'd be like, no, I don't want to do that. Well, we're going to, and that is it. Damn. It is like, but I was still dumb enough to keep going along with it.
Wait, going where? To give an example.
Like back then I wasn't open right to adventurous stuff. So there was this one guy I was with and then he was like, we're going to go shooting in the desert. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I don't want to. Well, we're going to go do it, but I don't want to. Yeah, it's fine. Stay in the car, but I want to go shoot. So I literally stayed in the car.
Why do you have to go with them to go shoot?
I don't know. Cause it was like our day to hang out. I know, it just sounds really controlling.
I would just go shooting by myself.
Or when I was a teenager, no, better yet, when I was a teenager, you know, dating the high school sweetheart, whatever story. This man was emotionally abusive, or curse and stuff. But at that point in time, I honestly do not know why I would not defend myself. And I was not brought up with parents that would disrespect each other or anything like that. Like they always had respect, but this person would always like put me down to the point of telling me what to wear. Like you can't wear those shorts, like how I told you earlier. You can't wear that shirt. Or why are you looking at that guy in the corner? What, you want to check him out and go talk to him? Like what the heck, you know? Oh, but there goes Saren, all dumb. Like, no, baby, I'm not doing. What the heck? I should have already been like, okay, this is red flag. I gotta go. Like this is toxic. You know what I mean? No.
But you didn't go.
I know. That is sad. Hey, but that's why you can get them with experience. Oh!
Inside joke.
No, but seriously though, that was a youth I'm not proud of, but I'm actually grateful that I went through it because despite everything, thank goodness I learned to defend myself now. Not to be mean, but like, you know how I snap at you and stuff. Like I don't let like the slightest thing slide, and then I'm already like, you know, it's like a good and bad thing now. But I've learned how to love myself more and put myself with respect. Like, hey, you're gonna respect me just how you tell me. Because when I cross you actually do have boundaries with me when you tell me, hey, you can't talk to me like this, you can't curse at me like this. If I'm not doing it to you, why are you doing it to me?
Well, that's a different thing. Is we're not talking about arguments or disagreements.
I know, but I'm just saying
we're talking
boundaries.
about your identity with losing yourself.
Well, yeah, those boundaries.
No, that's a form of boundary in a different topic we could go over another day. I'm talking about the partner losing themselves within the relationship, not arguments. Changing. For example, like when you had bought me these boots, I wasn't used to wearing boots. However, I've always liked the way these boots looked on people, you know? Mm-hmm. And I've always wanted a pair. And in my last marriage, I was like, oh, I want like, you know, these kind of like dad looking shoes or like boots, you know, but never got them. And when we were going camping and we went to that store, can't remember which one it was, but I was like, oh, look at these. I've always wanted these kind of boots like that. And I tried them on. It felt like heaven. And then I was like, okay, put them back. Cause you know how I am with buying stuff for myself. And you got them to me for Christmas. And obviously I wear my boots almost every day now. So to me, it's not normal, but it's not a boundary I need to put because it's something I still want myself. Mm-hmm. But for example, what if it was someone that was like, well, hey, I bought you these boots, but the person does not want to wear them. That's like changing for them.
Like just saying yes for that person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay, I'll wear them. And then next thing you know, the shirts they're wearing are different. Yeah. And then the button-ups are wearing are different. And then how they're dressing.
And then you're a whole new person, and then your friends are like, dude, you're different, or hey, girl, you're different.
They might be used to graphic tees and jeans, and now they're wearing like how their girlfriend wants to, or girlfriend or wife wants to dress.
But to be specific, I mean, there's changes you can do that if they are better for you.
If they want to.
You know, yeah, if you want to, they're better for you. But if you know deep down something in you says, like, am I really doing it for me or for this person? That should already tell you, nah, you're not doing it for you. You're already questioning it. That means you're not doing it for you. Because it's already a question. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like learning how to decipher and tell apart, oh yeah, I could try this, or no, I don't want to try it, and then being okay with that.
Well, for example, one thing, I'm giving examples for me as a guy. I think the biggest thing would probably be clothes. I think another big thing would probably be like maybe the car you drive. Maybe the guy has like a 1996 Honda Civic paid off and it drives perfectly fine, and the girl's like, well, I want you driving a $100,000 car, because she's so focused on like the look,
image,
yeah. And he goes into debt, does it, and then he's not really comfortable.
But no, now you have $100,000 debt.
But she's happy because, well, and telling all her friends, look at my car,
Stuff.
But then, you know, boundaries, right? Like, well, I'm not going to fucking buy that car.
To be okay with saying.
So I think, like, for a girl, would probably be more like image too. Again, clothes, maybe clothes. Like, maybe she's so used to wearing a certain type of clothes and that he wants her to dress a certain way. Or, like, even just, like, makeup. Like, you don't wear makeup. And it's like, what if someone were to tell you, hey, can you start putting on this makeup and cake your face up, you know?
I bet, no, sir. Do you take care of my skin? Do you? No.
You know what I mean? That'd be an example.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you start doing that, wearing that because of that whole thing. What if you're not used to wearing heels? It's like, hey, can you start wearing heels? Well, I'm not comfortable wearing heels. Well, I want you wearing heels all the time.
Get yourself another...
Yeah, but no, boundaries.
Yeah. But, I mean, not many people are able to put boundaries, but I think that would be now a lack of self-love.
Now, if you want to wear the heels for your partner, and you've always wanted to wear them, and then now you're having he's kind of opening that door to get you to wear them, because before you wouldn't buy them for yourselves, but like, oh, now I have a reason to buy them. Yeah, I think that's a good reason. But but if you have no want to do it, then why should you do it?
Do you feel have had an encounter where we had to set...
No, I told you I had no boundaries with no one. No one's ever gave me the reason to give them boundaries.
No, it's because I think you have unspoken boundaries. Because the reason why I say that is because an energy is felt when you know, like, nah, I should not tell him that. Or yes, he'll take that good, or no. Because it's an unspoken boundary, because you are that confident that you're already giving that energy of, I like this and that is it. Or this is who I am. This is my persona, so I will tell you yes or no type of thing. So you show that confidence. I believe those are like unspoken boundaries, because you feel there's a limit I can only get with this person. I can't push anything because it's a no-no. It's like a big no.
No, exactly. And obviously it's supposed to be you're supposed to be true to yourself. Why are you going to be with someone
that you can't even be yourself
and
with?
You're constantly changing them to be someone different? It makes no sense to me.
Me either. But I did it, and then
Another big one too, I think, would be is like me being a nutrition coach is like a dietary preference. Like there's a lot of people in like the like vegan world, who are big on the whole vegan thing. Not only because of the food itself, but just like animal cruelty type of stuff. So it's like whoever they're with, it's like, well, can you stop eating meat for me? Because I don't like what it does to animals and blah 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 all that bullshit. People change, And it's like, you literally going to change your whole life for that? Or even religion's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one too. Boundaries. Well, I'm Muslim, so can you blah, blah. Or I'm Christian, can you do this for me? And when it should be like, this is me, and if you want to be with me or not type of thing. Not just, why do I have to change my religion for you?
Okay, but...
Now, if you want to, great. But if you don't want to, then what are you doing trying to force the person to be something?
But on an emotional level, how can you support your partner without losing yourself? Now moving into more serious stuff. Like, what would you tell somebody if, like, let's say you're talking to your boys and then they're venting like, oh, like my wife or my girlfriend, whatever. Like, she's venting that she wants this, that she wants me to act like this and that, wants all of this from me, but it doesn't sit right. But then I want her to be happy. What do I do?
I don't know. My whole thing is just be honest.
Honesty is the best policy. No, but I mean, I think you've done it good with me though, because I've asked you for things and you don't lose yourself either. So for example, when we have our mishaps or bumps on the road, I tell you what I need. Because these are still things that you can be doing that you do not feel comfortable with, such as like holding me or like hugging me, you're like, nah,
in the middle of an argument.
No, after when we're done.
After an argument,
yeah.
I don't want them thinking that don't do that.
What?
Normally.
What?
I have no problem holding you or
No, he doesn't have a problem with holding me, but when it comes to serious conversations or arguments,
I'm like, no, don't.
I'm not like that. This is how I de-stress. What do you think? What do you do? And then he's like, no, I need my space. So then I had to be comfortable with him needing his space without losing myself because I am being stubborn that I want something else.
Well, just for a few minutes. You want it now. Hold me now. Yeah, no. I'm not going to hold you. You just told me a bunch of shit. Why wouldn't I hold you for?
I apologize. And then I say, I will get better.
But emotional support, I think, is good to me, again, that's why I like this podcast. I am not emotional. I feel like most women are emotional. Most women, not all women. But you have to be able to understand that they are emotional. So it's best to just kind of see where they're coming from and then kind of provide support.
But try to understand them. At least listen. Listen. Don't get ready to attack.
Listen, be open.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you still have to be honest and be like, if it's something that you don't want to do, then why should you have to do it?
Like, literally, he would tell me, understand what you are telling me. I understand what you're explaining to me, but I do not agree. I disagree, but I respect what you're telling me. So even though I don't like hearing that, because I want another answer, I also had to learn how to be like, all right, he's being honest at least. Telling me he disagreed. Okay, that is fine. I need to be okay now with that response. But then again, you don't lose yourself. Because at the same time, it takes two people to be able to want to grow emotionally. And I think it's just emotional intelligence to be able to come together and say, I agree or disagree, and we should be fine though. But still respect each other and not lose yourself.
Yeah, still support it. Yeah. I will eventually give you what you need. But right now, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. That's good.
What about maintaining individuality? Kind of feel like we've been already talking about it.
Yeah, like we said, always be honest. Always be true to you first.
When it comes to, we're completely different. I feel like we do it pretty well with individuality stuff. I like Star Wars. I like all the different things that I like. I like my rock music. You don't really care for it. I like you like...
You like to be alone. You like rock music. You like to be very centered and focused with nobody to bother you when you have to work. Like, you're very solo driven, like that to the core. And I can be solo driven, but not as much as you, because I still want like you around me.
Yeah.
But yes, we're different on that sense, which I think helps at the same time to balance a relationship, given we're both individuals that are very different and we still stay true to ourselves. Because it's not like if you're going to be like, just because she tells me that she wants this, I have to cater to that and change who I am when I really don't want that and I want to be by myself right now.
Yeah.
So I think that helps. There has to be a balance in it.
Well, even with the workouts, I think the balance, like, I like doing more bodybuilding style workouts, but I've always done a hit of a WOD once a week. But I feel like marriage has always been a big, what's that word where you come into the middle? Compromise?
Yeah.
So you being more CrossFit focused, me being more bodybuilding focused, but I've always been a hybrid approach, and you always been just more literally straight CrossFit style stuff. So now it's like, well, how about we just do 2 CrossFit, 2 bodybuilding? Now I don't want to do 2. I'd rather do 1 a week because that's how I've always done it. But again, compromise. I'm still maintaining my individuality and whatnot. And then with the music, sometimes I listen to your music, and then you have no problem listening to my music. You
Like
might not
fluid.
like it.
We're fluid. We flow.
Yeah, you might not like it, but you still listen to it. And I might not like your music with that one guy. He just sounds annoying as hell. But then again, I just whatever deal with it.
No, yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think the moral of this, how you can support your partner without losing yourself. At the end of the day, don't control things.
Just
don't
be
want
yourself.
to, be yourself. Don't want to control the other person. You will never be able to control another person. That's not going to work. And even if you think that it is going to work, it'll eventually break, and then you're going to be like, what the fuck? No, like, that is not good, because you lose sight of who you are with. You need to know who you're with, because that is the person you're choosing to spend time with the most. So being able to be good with you, and being able to let that person be good back and show them themselves how they truly are, and then communicate, work at it, and being honest with each other, I think things will work out. At the end of the day, we're meant to be with each other. What do you think?
Yeah. So question, when does support cross into enabling your partner?
Again, when you don't respect yourself. I think that's a line. Meaning, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, trying to cater to this person to make them happy or hopes they'll change, right? Like, you keep doing it, but then your partner's constantly telling you no, or showing you in action, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna change. This is who I am, over and over and over. At that point, you're enabling it because you're still there. And that's lack of self-respect for you. That's my opinion.
Let's put it in terms of, I like bringing up fitness.
Yeah.
What if your partner was, let's say like you're a nurse, I'm in the fitness, and your partner takes a blood test, bad health markers or whatnot, and let's say they're like pre-diabetic, but they love, you're foodies, you're both foodies, and it's like, when does it become to support but also enabling? Well, I like to eat, I'm a foodie, you know this, but I'm a foodie, and I don't know. I think foodie is a stupid word. We're all foodies, we all love food, we all eat food.
Yeah.
Everyone, from the person who's...
But what's your point?
When does it go into support to enabling?
Support is you're going to tell the truth. You're going to tell that partner, hey, you just got diagnosed pre-diabetic. I get it that you love food. I get it that you want to go and eat the chips, the pizza, the burger. But they literally just told you, you are pre-diabetic. Get your shit together. And I'm here to support you because I love you and I am going to hold you accountable. But instead of doing that, the partner's like, oh yeah, here you go, baby, eat it. Oh, you want some pizza? Oh, here you go. You want some salad? Oh, here you go. You want the fries? Here you go. Even though they just told us you're pre-diabetic, here you go.
You're thinking of my mom and Joe.
Yeah, like that. Yes, you cannot.
So my stepfather has high blood pressure, is like really bad. And then my mom, as much as she loves him and supports him, if he's not making a decision to make it better, then it goes into I think that's perfect example. It goes into enabling of, well,
might as well just keep giving him what he's used to.
Yeah, that's perfect example.
Yeah, no.
The love's still there, but you might as well just enable it because he don't want to do it anyways.
Yeah,
that's perfect. I like that.
Don't enable. Be honest. What is the point of enabling something that is not gonna end up good? That makes no sense to me. But that is my opinion. Make your own.
Now, one thing we were talking about off air before we start recording was, I don't know, all this stuff about losing yourself and boundaries and emotional support and whatnot. Like, one thing I had brought up earlier was I said, let's talk about it when we record. Was, to me, marriage is very simple in the sense of, I don't know, it's simple when you love someone and when you love someone, when it's with someone that's easy to live with and be with, it's pretty simple. But you didn't agree with it.
No, I don't agree marriage is simple.
I think it's simple.
And the reason why I say that is because everything that he just said is right. To marry somebody that you actually enjoy being with, living with, and I do enjoy all those things.
And you work well together.
Yeah, we do. But we still clash. And for you, it's easier to get through the clashes.
The clash is nothing to me.
It may not be nothing to you, but everyone perceives it different. To me, it is something just because I see things differently, because now we're going to touch again on like the knowledge I know about spirituality. Because when we clash, you have me reflect on things I need to get better at, and I don't like it. And so I have to do things to be a better person, to be a better me, and a better wife. Not that they're bad. It could be like, why are you overreacting? Or when you constantly tell me, why are you taking it personal? It's a lot of moods that are reflected back onto me that I need to ask myself, okay, why am I the way that I am? Why am I reacting this way when it is not a big deal? Just little things like that. Or little disagreements when you're living with each other. Like, I hate it when you don't put away your clothes. And I'm washing clothes and I leave them there for you. And you act like you're never going to have clothes to put away. And then you leave it there the whole week. And it's kind of like, it's not that hard to put away clothes. I have to remind you, right? It's just little things like that. At the end of the day, overall, yes, it's enjoyable to be married because we still connect and we still get along with each other. But their adjustments have to be made because I am getting used to living with somebody that I have not lived with before. So you come with different habits, different things that you do around the home, just how you hate that I leave things and never put them back. Like right now when you just told me, what is this broom doing in my kitchen? Why didn't you put back the broom? See, da, da, da. And I'm like, I just finished mopping and cleaning, okay? Like, who is it bothering you? Then you put it away. It ain't bothering me, it's bothering you.
That's the difference, though. The reason why I say I think it's perfect with the podcast because the logical part of me is like, well, it's nothing. At the end of the day, you having a broom out is nothing to me.
Then why say something?
Because you always leave that stuff out.
Then it's something?
No, but it's nothing in the sense of like marriage is so difficult. Okay, it's a fucking broom. Okay, life goes on.
No, I'm not saying it's difficult. I don't think we've hit tough patches.
No, but
it's an adjustment.
People say marriage again. I was married for 6 years before you. We're married now, and that marriage would have lasted, kept going if it wasn't for her decision. But at the end of the day, to me, still marriage is still simple to me. When you're with someone, it will work regardless. Yeah. My mindset keeps it simple for me because I'm the one telling myself, well, it's not a big deal. Move on with it. It's fine. Yeah,
but then people have different circumstances.
Well, I know. That's just the logical part.
Yeah. No, I think it has to. You say that because nothing really phases you. You could be getting scraps of love and you'll be fine. Until you're not shown, shoot, this is what real love is as far as how you want to receive it.
Yeah.
So you're able to do that because you are so logical. You will settle with whatever as long as everything is flowing and going good. That's how you are. But that is logical minds because the logic does not look for problems or red flags all the time. The logic is more like, I ignore it. It's okay. At the end of the day, overall, we're fine.
Yeah, life's great.
Yeah, but you already saw on the other side, like, wait, some things are missing. But I am just not saying it. I'm not willing to dive into that pool because I don't like how it feels. And then now we would go into emotions.
I know, I get that, but life's still great.
Yeah.
Which is why it's so simple. Yeah. Marriage is easy.
But to me...
Or not easy. Marriage is simple.
But to me, at the end of the day, which is why... Thank goodness I did not marry until now. But because I said to myself, okay, this is the type of marriage that I want. What kind of person do I want to be with and create a future with? And I have to share with this person, hey, this is what I want. This is how I want to be loved. This is what I'm looking for. What's up? Like, are you aligned with me or not? Because I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not going to settle for scraps. My life is too precious on my own where I could get stuff done rather than wasting my time on the hypothetical. It could happen later on, even though everything is fine. I don't do that no more. That's when I was like, whenever I get married, I'm going to say my stuff. So we're going to be fine emotionally, physically, spiritually, intellectually. We're going to be fine on all those levels to some degree. But ain't one going to be lacking because I'm not going to be able to thrive. It's always going to be like in my head, like, damn, But that's me.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if it's my brain, if it's a woman brain, female brain. I don't know.
Show love, communicate, be honest. Easy. That's simple.
And my thing is show love, communicate, be honest, but never leave a detail out.
And this, and this, and this, and this, and you gotta think of this.
But you need to say your piece.
I say my piece with you, no problem.
Yeah. Now.
It's simple.
Yeah, it's simple. Back then you weren't saying your piece. You kept it in.
I did say my piece.
Later, years later.
No, I'm saying it was just a night, so I just moved on with my life.
It was denied for how long? Couple years.
It was not for years, but I just moved on with my life because life's still fine. I'm saying it's simple to me. Okay, cool. I still love the person, so life moves on.
I'd rather move on by myself if I'm not getting what I want at the end of the day. So.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a marriage where that simple stuff works, then it is that it does
great.
Work. Yeah,
I agree.
But for me, if it's that simple stuff too was still working, so it's like whatever.
All right. Well, now you know my view. You know my view.
I'm not one to check and see if the grass is greener on the other side. I could care less.
I know I don't do that either. I just stay on my own.
No, but you say like this, like what you're saying though is like, well, what your mindset now is with relationships. Like, well, this has to be it, but you do all that stuff beforehand, before the marriage. You're thinking like, well, these are my things. But
I strongly believe that if I want those things, I need to be those things.
Yeah. I'm just saying though, like you're already kind of saying your piece before.
Yes. I don't wait till later,
Most people don't do that.
Kind of like when we were younger.
Most people just get married and then they're trying to figure out their piece. But I always say too, keep it. It is simple.
Still simple. It's still simple at the end of the day because you're saying your piece.
Say your piece, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
And then move on. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna die. There's million, trillion, billion people around this world. You don't even know who you might cross paths with. And you think this person is like the only one and the only thing you deserve. Which
is why I think in marriages, and it might be bad, or not bad, but some people might disagree because they're scared, is just say whatever you truly feel to your partner in the marriage, not caring if the outcome of it.
Yeah, not being scared if that
outcome might turn into you losing them. Yeah.
And that's what I used to do, which now I don't. Yeah. I think that's a great.
If you have a strong marriage, then you get through regardless.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you're saying, I want to be with you.
I treat myself.
Marriage, relationship, whatever it may be, like you're still saying your piece. Say your side. Don't hold it. Say it. And based off of that person's actions, you should know your answer. Now, if you still choose to be there after the answer and you don't like it, then that's your fault. It's not their fault. It's your fault. Because you knew the answer. They told you what they are, what they're going to do. Now you deal with it. You got 2 jobs. Either you deal with it or leave. Choose wisely. So hopefully this episode helped you reflect in some way if you're losing yourself or not. Or if you're actually being a supportive partner without having to sacrifice your wants and needs at the same time.
Yep.
So check in with yourself. Ask those questions. And if you're good, great. And if you're not, reflect, guys. But we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Share this with somebody that you think they need to hear this. And if it will help them.
Okay, I'm hungry.
Okay, gotta go because this man's gonna get hangry. Bye, guys.